wanted to tell you guys a beautiful story happened in Varanasi, maybe 2800 years before. A young Advaiti, an enlightened saint of the India, Adi Shankaracharya, walks into Kashi with the decision to establish the science he realized and enrich the world with that science. For that, he has to be accepted by the Sarvanyapita, means the group of Pandits who are the collegium of Hinduism, the collegium of spiritual knowledge, who are responsible for maintaining the religious and spiritual scriptures. So head of that group, he approaches that head, Kumarila Bhattar. Kumarila Bhattar says, I have decided to retire and sacrifice my life. I have already taken the vow of Panchagni Tapas, means sitting inside the fire and starting the meditation. Now I can't spend my time, energy, attention to listen to you, to even say you are yes or you are right or wrong or all that. You better go and meet my successor, Mandana Mishra, who is now head of the collegium, the Sarvanyapita. He can only make the decision. And Adi Shankaracharya comes and meets Mandana Mishra. The beauty of our tradition is we are always ready if somebody is ready to take me one step further. We are not closed at all. He is not the guy, already I have so many. And please understand, he had 12,000 Pandits as his disciples. The record says, the Mandana Mishra, 12,000 Pandits. If he changes some of his opinion, all the 12,000 may laugh at him. But the ambience is not like that. He says, I am ready, let's argue. Let's debate. Argue is the wrong word. Debate is also wrong word. Vada means let us try to guide each other into deeper understanding. Vada Pradivada. Let's try to guide each other into deeper understanding. The deeper spaces. So both of them sit. Please listen. It goes on for 42 days. And no Pandit is able to come to the conclusion who is able to lead the other person more deeper. Both of them are excellent in what they are presenting. Now what to do? How to decide? Who gets into anxiety first, that person is powerless. He loses. The other person wins the game because the other person can lead us to the higher level, more deeper levels of inner consciousness. How to measure this now? She comes up with a method. The lotus garland. 2 lotus garland will be put on both Mandana Mishra and Shankara. Whoever gets agitated, their body heat will increase in a subtle way. That heat increase, the temperature increase of the body will make the flower wither. That person is lost. You understand that? The brilliance. And With this clarity, the Vada Pradivada starts. 3 days it went on. 3rd day evening, Mandana Mishra started getting agitated and he started becoming powerless. His garland has started withering away. It has started getting heated and withering away. Then Ubay Bharati declares, yes, now Shankara is declared. He carries more powerful space. He can lead us to the deeper levels of consciousness, higher levels of enlightenment. So let us all accept Shankara as a Sarvagnya Pitadishwar. The whole Sangha as a collegium accept Shankara as Sarvagnya Pitadishwar. After the judgment, now she comes up. Yes, as a judge, I gave you the judgment, you won the game. But I am not only the judge, I am also the half of my husband. So still you have not conquered the whole of the participant who was against you. You conquered only half, the other half is me. Now I am sitting, let both of us debate. You have to conquer me also to be accepted as a Sarvagnya forever by everyone. Very funny. And the debate starts. In this first batch, around 40-42 days, then next batch, 3 days. In this whole discussion, she saw Mandana Mishra never raised an important subject of householder life, the subject of love, lust, sex. Because of his innate traditional respect to a sannyasi. Shankara is not a first sannyasi. He organized sannyas system, but before him it was there. So Pandits always had a tremendous respect for sannyasis. Because of that, he did not touch that subject at all. Maybe for various reasons. And Mandana Mishra himself may be having kind of some suppression or a guilt about being married and not being a sannyasi. When there is no experience, both sides will always have SDHD. SDHD will be there till you achieve enlightenment. Anyhow, listen. He never brought up that subject. Now, she is so brilliant. She knows what was not spoken only can be the subject where she can shake Shankara. And the moment she sat in the seat of argument, first she puts the question about the life, lust, love, sex. Please understand, Shankara did not become powerless. He did not become powerless. He says, give me 30 days time, because whatever I have spoken in last 45 days is from my experience. Now the question you are asking, even though I have the knowledge, it is not from my biomemory and muscle memory. Give me time. I'll go and pick up in my biomemory and get back to this body and speak to you so that experientially I answer you. Ubay Bharati bows out, says yes. And exactly on that day Kashi Raja was dead. Shankara enters into Kashi Raja's body, lives 30 days. Full 30 days, Paurnami to Paurnami. Vidyaranya clearly records full 30 days. He lives as Kashi Raja, enjoying all the pleasures of the world. Because Shankara himself is living as Kashi Raja, suddenly the whole Kashi started flourishing. So many good things have started happening. People in the palace have started becoming so cheerful, happy. The whole Advaitic space has started happening in the whole administration and the palace and the whole Kashi. So two important ministers of Kashi Raja, they were great bhaktas of Mahadeva. They go and beg Mahadeva, Mahadeva, after the king died and came back, something extraordinary is happening. Please give us the boon that this should continue forever. Mahadeva appears and says, there is one sannyasi body lying in the corner, one cave of that area. If you manage to burn that body, this will continue. Because Shankara has left a body in a cave. And he also appears to the Shankara's disciples. Two disciples who are left as a guardian, and says, if you guys manage to get him out of Samadhi, he will be able to come back, or if somebody damages his body, he cannot come back. I have given this boon to the two ministers. So there is a specific herb. If you put the juice of that herb into the mouth, he will come back to consciousness from Samadhi. So this guy, one disciple, runs to get that herb from nearby forest. But before he could come back, the minister's people have reached and put the fire for the body. And the other disciple, he begs Annapurani. Annapurani appears and gives that herb. And he pours that herb into the mouth before the body could get affected by the fire. And Shankara comes back to life in the Shankara body. After that only he sings that Nityanandagari, Varabhagari, that stotra and Annapurna. Because the disciples say, one has gone to get the herb, he could not come back. So I asked Annapurni, she appeared and gave this herb. Because she wanted you to be in this body. One side Mahadeva wanted him to be in the Kashi Raja's body. The other side Devi wanted him to be in Shankara's body. And finally, I can't say Devi won because Mahadeva himself went and told this side also. You have to do this. So Shankara assumes his body and the Kashi Raja dies. Means he moves from that body to this body, comes back, again sits with Ubay Bharati and explains the whole thing, whole science. And Ubay Bharati was completely convinced and accepts that Shankara has won, Mandana Mishra and the other part of Ubay Bharati both. And both of them accept Shankara as a Sarvanya Pitadishwara. And the Mandana Mishra becomes a disciple of Shankara. He is only Sureshwaracharya. Becomes Sureshwaracharya. And both of them start living with Shankara, traveling with Shankara. Ubay Bharati started cooking and taking care of the few disciples because Ubay Bharati was a very elderly person. Mandana Mishra was 70 when he accepted Shankara. And Shankara was less than 30, 28. And Ubay Bharati must be at least 65. So naturally she is a motherly woman. She forms the first monastery, means keeping the disciples' kids together and training, taking care. So they travel as a group. She cooks and takes care of them. She converts the bachelor's hostel into a decent house. And the Sringeri, they go and settle down. Sringeri is the place where the first monastery was formed, where things are kept like a formal training, organized in a very formal way. The Hinduism started getting organized in a systematic way in Sringeri.